everybody, and welcome. Look, it's Big Bully Mido again.
Oh, it's our first 30-minute episode. Is most of it going to be spent walking across Hyrule Field?
No, I edited that.
Oh. Well, good then.
Hey, well, I hear you guys bitch about it, so basically every time I go across Hyrule Field, it's sped up.
Well, you're learning.
Ariel, I can't believe you would edit something in the game like that. Okay, we're losing the true experience now. This is a shitty fucking commentary. You ruined it. Thanks.
Do not even right now. Anyway, I'm gonna steal from Mido now.
Oh, just like you stole the experience of this game from me.
Yes.
We can play it.
And look,
we can play the game if we wanted.
He's
Yeah,
staring.
but I don't.
He's staring at me as I'm stealing from him.
Man, he must have one bitch of a security system if he's this confident.
It's still not as dumb.
Hey, what are you doing in my house?
It's still not as dumb as when you steal stuff from people in Skyrim. I'm gonna put a bucket on your head and all your stuff is gonna magically disappear while it's stuck on your head.
Abracadoomy!
Oh, hero, it would look like all of my inventory has been stolen. Oh, well, I guess I can't sell you anything.
Oh, that's so stupid.
What a weird coincidence. Oh, look. Emotional cutscene, sort of.
I'm sure it is.
I mean, even at this point, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, they said that they're friends, and Zarya showed up, but it's not like stuff really happened. She just kind of was like, hey, I heard the Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you, that's great! That's basically all she's done so far. She's given us her ocarina.
She talked to us! And nobody forced her to. That's a thing.
She was friends with us while everyone else made fun of us for not having a fairy.
Right. So, I feel like that's a little...
Anyway, she gave me the ocarina. Now, some people, if you watched the last part and are still watching, for some reason...
I didn't.
May have noticed that I left my left C button empty for that entire dungeon for seemingly no reason. And the reason is that I always only put the ocarina in that spot.
Why?
Because I do. Ocarina goes in left C button. Always. And only the left C button.
Okay, so it is written, so it shall be.
To the point where when I see screenshots of other people playing the game and the ocarina is in a different spot, it actually hurts me.
What the... What, did you just put it there on your first playthrough on a whim?
I don't remember! I always put it in the left spots!
Ariel, you need to get that checked. I think that might be a bigger problem than your allergies.
There it is. Now all is right with the world.
I mean, I guess I can't complain.
Like owl is right in the world.
Well, plot twist, I just ran away from the owl. Because I forgot that you have to actually progress the story before you can do what I'm trying to do. Although I did get this.
So you're not running away from your fate?
No.
As I totally would at this point.
I was trying to do something while I was still in the forest, and I can't do it yet.
Link, you are the great hero of legend who will save all of Hyrule. No, goes home.
Anyway, he gave me an upgraded slingshot bag, so, this is probably the easiest upgrade bag to get, because all you gotta do is hit that thing in the middle 3 times.
Does the slingshot remain useful for the remainder of the game?
Only when you're a child.
Only when you're a child. Do you even have it when you're an adult?
You cannot use it when you're an adult.
Well, why the hell not?
Because gameplay.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because the game had to force you to get the bow.
But why can't you just make it so some things work only with the bow and not the slingshot?
I mean, to be fair, some things do work only with the bow and not the slingshot, but you also can't use the bow as a kid.
Why the hell Okay.
Okay, that one actually makes sense. Because if you get a big enough bow, which it isn't, but if you get a big enough bow, the kid's not going to be able to pull it.
But you're not wearing pants. That should help.
I said, no.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
I don't want to play some more.
Help.
Ariel, don't. I'm glad you didn't even point out the fallacies in that logic. You just let Brian live on in his dumb stupidity.
Honestly, also, okay, so you can kind
What?
of... I sped it
not
up because...
pants, so he should be able to fire them.
Yeah, I wasn't going... Okay, so I noticed this when I was editing. Some of the speeds that I speeded up at line up perfectly with his walk cycle, so it looks like he's just gliding around without actually walking.
I did notice that.
And it's kind of amazing, and I'm glad that it happened to line up that way.
Like, oh man, what upgrade?
Just like, boom! Fucking anime run. You're running so fast, you're not even moving. You stupid wolfos.
I mean, usually I only have to stab wolves once before they go down, but whatever.
Glad you stab wolves on a regular enough basis to know this.
I mean, if the wolf is resilient enough, then no, you would have to stab him more than once.
I guess it would also depend on where.
Mm-hmm. Whee! So...
Is this even really a maze, or...
It's not really a maze so much as a... Oh no! Navi didn't say it because I'm not supposed to be here yet. But like I said, I'm trying to do something, but it's too early in the game for me to do it. Which I'm about to find out in a couple seconds.
Well, that's a shame.
She's supposed to be like... It's supposed to be a lesson in you to learn how to look around the corners with the Z button to see if there's enemies, you know, about to kill you, is what this is supposed to be. But she didn't say it to me because I'm not supposed to be here yet, and apparently that's a scripted thing for her to say, and not a location-based thing for her to say.
This game's program...
Anyway, she's not even here yet.
This game's programming is weird.
So... away we go!
And you're gonna have to do it all again, I presume.
Yes, and it gets edited the second time. Anyway,
Okay.
now it's the owl.
Well, we have a sword. We have a slingshot. We can take care of this.
I like the owl, but that's because I like owls.
I mean, he would be fine if he shut the fuck up. Oh, I thought you were making fun of me like Austin always does.
I did too.
I just like the owl song, okay?
I mean, I guess that's fair. It makes it more enjoyable to be here for an hour.
Yes, a flashing dot. Yes, okay, I get it. Yes, I did get all that. And I'm not a button-mashing idiot, so I don't have to listen to you more than once.
See, I am a button mashing idiot, so that would not have gone well for me.
Okay, Brian, I went and did this just for you.
I don't see what makes someone an idiot for just going through the text when they've already beaten the game before.
You shouldn't button mash when you're talking. It
No,
always goes bad. You'll
But
you'll end up getting your
played the game, you
Pokemon
already know
healed
what's
like
gonna
17 times. You'll end up stuck in the shooting gallery for 5 minutes. That's totally not something that happens later. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ariel, you killed the P-Hat for me?
Errol, did you just put words in my mouth?
What?
I didn't say anything about getting stuck anywhere. You did.
No, I was saying examples of things that happen to you exclusively because you're spamming the button while things are happening.
Okay, but if you already played the game, you're gonna know not to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, this is also a part of the game I can't do yet, which didn't click with me that I have to actually progress the story before I can do these things. But, I'm sort
I mean, like, what about it is relevant to the story?
Well, for Saria, nothing. There's no reason why Saria shouldn't be there. Except that I never progressed the story. For this part, this girl is still in the castle town, and she doesn't actually come back here until after you talk to Zelda. So that one should have clicked with me, and it did not click with me until I walked into the castle town, and I'm like, oh yeah, there she is.
Oh, there's a strange boy running around in circles in the front yard.
It's a ranch farm thing.
Okay, front ranch then.
I will say, I didn't explore very much since I was just kind of doing a run of stuff that I already knew. Like, here is because I don't remember where they are, so I'm looking through their house for them, even though they're in the fucking castle, and I just need to go to the castle.
Well, I guess you could sleep here then if there's nobody here, but goddamn those stairs!
I know.
Like, what's practical about that?
Giants. But there's a lot of parts of Hyrule Castle Town that I don't go to in this playthrough because I just don't. I don't do the Happy Mask Salesman side quest at all.
Oh great, so now we won't have that fucking stuff for Majora's Mask, thanks.
We can just tell Brian he's not gonna remember it anyway.
Well, okay. I do remember the Happy Mask Salesman because he freaks the living shit out of me.
Yeah.
So
I didn't do any of the side fetch quests. So I didn't do that.
Never play Silent Hill. You will die. You'll have a heart attack and die.
Oh, Brian. Yeah. Probably. I was like, what are you talking about? I've played Silent Hill. There's not a lot of fetch quests.
No.
I kind of thought you were talking about that too.
Oh my god.
But anyway, my point is this game has a lot of just side fetch. Also, I avoid this guy by standing here.
What? You look like he was headbanging.
Yes, he was attacking me all night.
That's some dedication.
Also, one of the things that always bothered me about this game having a day-wake cycle is Link never sleeps.
That's true. He doesn't sleep in Wind Waker either.
Yeah. Anyway, this is the girl I was looking for at the ranch.
Where were you? I waited all night!
Isn't there a day-night cycle in every Zelda game?
Maybe not the 2D ones.
Not the 2D ones. Not in Skyward Sword. Wait, is there one in Skyward Sword?
Man, I don't remember.
I don't think there is. I don't think there is.
Anyway, the Happy Mask Salesman store was in the background of that conversation. And hey, look, it's Mr. Owl. How many licks does it take to get to the tutorial?
I wish I had my bow and arrow. I really wish I had my bow and arrow. I'd at least try to hit your enormous eyebrows.
They're stylized.
Stop doing that! You're freaking me out!
He's an owl, Brian! Stop impressing him!
Alright, does he have a tracker on me or something?
I mean, basically.
How do you keep finding me?
Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to this
Google
guy
Maps.
just so Brian can see him make fun of me. So you say you want to see Princess Zelda. Probably heard about her in town, decided you had to meet her. Well, no! Get out of here!
Wow, that's super mean.
I mean,
Brian's
that's his
just
job.
happy someone was mean to someone that wasn't him.
This is correct.
Anyway, because I also barely remember the things I need to do in what order, I get basically all the way up, which is not a long process because I know exactly where to go where the guards won't see you. Because, again, this is one of my favorite parts of the game, is sneaking into places. Guard can't see you if you're here. You can skip the tunnel, or the ladder, jump over here, and avoid the guards. Then you have to go up to the left after a certain bit, because there's one guard up to the left. But once you get here...
Part of me was hoping that Link, it would be high enough for Link to scream on his way down.
Yeah.
So the guard's just standing there and they hear,
well, that happens later. But anyway, there's a guard there, and these two here, so you gotta go right here.
And he can't see you?
Not in this exact spot, no. And then you just go this way for a bit, because all the guards are on the main path, and none of them are on this little footpath because of reasons.
Yeah, I feel like those helmets are doing more harm than good to those guards.
Here I am making sure that I'm remembering it right, and there are in fact no guards here.
Look around. Scurry, stiff, flinch.
And then you climb up this little wall. I don't know, they really need to up the security if a fucking 10-year-old can break in.
I mean, you didn't really break anything.
Anyway, and then you jump into the moats. If you do not jump into the moats, those guards will see you.
And you get sent back to the beginning, right? If you...
Yes, they'll throw you outside the gates. And you climb up here, because you can't climb up at the end. And then you go over here, and oh wait, it's this asshole. It's her dad.
It's him, the Mario.
He is basically Mario. I never noticed that.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And anyway, I'm like, well, shit, I can't get past him. I need the fucking chicken. So now I'm gonna intentionally get caught.
How many times have you played this game?
A lot, but it's been like 6 years.
I suppose I will. Yeah, you know, I probably wouldn't remember for 6 minutes. I don't know why I'm getting on your case.
Well, that's why it's like,
I'm the only one who ever does practice playthroughs for this channel. Or at least look up a fucking wiki.
I only look up shit if I can't remember it. I remembered what I had to do, but not until I got there. And I was like, oh right, he's in the way. Anyway, she gives us the chicken. We use a chicken egg to wake it up.
How is it weird?
Because
it's clearly a chicken egg.
Detach me from my egg.
Hey, here we go again. Woo, a chicken hatched from the egg while I was right next to some guards and they didn't care.
It's still in your pocket?
Yes.
Like, what the... I've seen some things, man.
Dude, you've been sleeping for like 4 days.
You know, that's the record. Why did you wake him up? He could have been somebody.
I didn't understand anything from the first half of that sentence.
Well, he's like, man, can't a guy get a little shut-eye? It's like, well,
no, I'm talking about Brian.
Oh.
All I heard was...
I mean, that's basically all he said.
I was just saying, why did you wake him up? He could have broken a record and then been somebody.
I mean, he was probably in a coma.
And the chicken got him out. I gotta call my hospital and ask them if that works. God knows I don't know, because I'm a terrible doctor.
Oh my god, can you be born in a coma?
I don't
Huh!
I think if you're born in a coma, you're basically just dead.
Can you be born in a coma? To Google, a couple were told by doctors they should say goodbye to their severely ill newborn baby. but were astounded when a hug came from his mother brought him out of a coma. So you can be born out of a coma!
I don't know if he was born in a coma or immediately got in a coma after being born. I mean, that doesn't seem right. Or maybe you're kind of in a coma
Ariel,
the entire time you're in the womb.
Ariel, I just don't think you can appreciate the power of love on display in this moment Brian found.
You're right, I can't. Because I don't care.
Good.
Anyway, this is one of my favorite parts in the game. Even though it's very short and stupid. But I like sneaking past guards.
Okay,
you should literally just play Breath of the Wild then. That's like the whole game.
I know, I'll get to it!
It's also a good game. Shots fired.
Ouch.
Okay, yes, you can be born in a coma. You can also
Alright, well now that I know that, I can leave the commentary again.
Well, you're in a coma, bye. I think. Yes, people have given birth while in comas. So you could, theoretically, give birth to a baby who's in a coma while you're in a coma.
Wow, coma-ception?
Maximum over coma.
I am so sick of people saying, like, using Inception for things, but that's not what Inception means.
No, it's not.
It means to, like, plant an idea within someone.
Yes. But I'm just referencing memes, so...
Yo, stop. It's bad.
No!
I'm just enjoying the ride here.
I'm glad you're easily entertained.
Anyway, who designed this shit?
What, the castle grounds?
This fucking court, like, we're gonna see that is, like, the only way to get to where Zelda is over here. So why the fuck did they build it like this?
Yeah, that must be really annoying, actually.
And also, where she is has a window that's looking into the throne room. But it's a fucking courtyard with no other entrance but that one. So why did they build it this way?
So they could have a stealth section.
She's like, how did you fucking get here?
Guards!
Ariel,
Guards, come
quickly!
quickly!
The art of Ocarina of Time. There's a reason it is one of the best games of all time, according to, no one who's really of any real relevance in the industry.
I don't know. Isn't Ocarina of Time on the top of most, like, game lists?
I said in the industry, not of a bunch of fanboys who grew up with the game.
That's what I was gonna say, is I will be the first to admit that it's mostly nostalgia. Although there's some parts... Ooh, excuse me. Since I haven't played it in a few years, there's some parts where I was, like, able to appreciate differently now. With being like, man, look at the little detail they put there, and that was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, no, this game definitely does a lot of things right. And it did revolutionize the action-adventure genre. And it did set a lot of founding principles. That doesn't mean it's perfect, though.
Yes.
As you said, so... I mean, I wanted to talk. I haven't even played it, but I could just...
I think you can tell by watching someone play it that it's fairly clunky.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad.
I didn't say it's like the worst thing. It's not Resident Evil. But you can tell.
No, it's not. It's
you
not
can tell it's
controls.
dated.
Okay, apparently the goddesses hid the sacred realm. I don't know. This is more exposition.
Did you say they what the sacred realm?
They hid the Triforce in Hyrule, and since the Triforce is in the sacred realm, that implies they hid the sacred realm.
But
let's take the sacred realm and push
it somewhere else.
Okay, so this is part of the lore that's always bothered me with this, is that if you have a pure heart and touch Triforce, it'll grant you a wish. But if you have an evil heart, the entire world will be plunged into darkness and the Triforce will split and it won't grant your wish. But why would they do that?
Well, that's not fair at all.
What's that? You're a bad person? Fuck everyone.
Fuck you and everyone else you know.
Everyone let you get here, so they must be complicit. Fuck them.
And meanwhile, Ganon's just like, this is what I wanted.
Yeah, like... That always seemed like a major fault in the design.
Also, he got the only part of the Triforce he probably would have used anyway.
Yeah, basically. Except once you split it into 3 parts and then reassemble it, if you do reassemble it, then you can grant your wish grant.
So...
But Ganon's almost basically won.
He really did. He did win for 7 years.
Guys, this is the worst anti-pirating software I've ever seen.
What? I mean... Anyway, look through the window at him, because he happens to be walking past at this exact moment in the throne room.
But how did he get in there?
He took a different entrance. You see the man with the evil eyes? Not green skin or orange hair, no, evil eyes. He is not sincere. I don't know what would give you that, that idea.
Did he see you? Well, it's a transparent fucking window.
He's like, probably. He doesn't know what we're planning. Yes.
This window isn't soundproof, is it?
I don't know. He's like, oh, my dad doesn't believe me. But I know that evil man is evil.
I can tell. I'm 10 years old. Children are always great at judging character.
It's hit or miss. Now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule! Please! Okay, or I don't believe you. He's going to destroy Hyrule. Yes, he will. Partially because we go and get all the other stones.
I was about to say, but only if we help him. Let's go.
And
I don't know, I can just kill him now. I have a slingshot. I should do it.
So, the fact that time travel is a part of this game, which, I think Brian would have known that already.
I do.
Time travel is a part of this game between child and adults. So she had a line there when you introduce yourself saying that strange, that name sounds somewhat familiar. And now, so Majora's Mask is supposed to take place if he just left as a child. But the ending of the game suggests that he's in a time loop. And what she said right there kind of adds to the theory that this is a time loop.
There was not that much forward thinking.
No, there wasn't.
Majora's Mask wasn't even a thought.
It was not. But her little line there, and the fact that the last scene of the game is him walking up to her for the quote-unquote first time, definitely kind of seems like there's a time loop. Especially when if you defeat Ganon in the future and then send Link back so he can live his life, Ganon is still not locked up.
Oh, isn't Link the hero of legend?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be why she would know his name?
Well, I don't know if there's actually a legend at this point. I think most of the things that reference legends actually happen, like, after this game. Because she was the princess of destiny, and you become the hero of time, which is referenced in other games as the hero of legend. So...
And here we are, people, the inevitable.
I'm sure someone will correct me. Where's Wolf when you need him?
Yeah, he would know.
Well,
I'm not about to get
the
Hyrule
difference between
story
you
out.
and me, Ariel, is I've already stopped caring.
I mean, we know. Anyway, we must protect this beautiful land where there's 4 towns and a lot of nothing.
There's Hyrule
Not even, like,
Field.
trees, just
There's Hyrule
nothing.
Field, the best overall world in any game. This game's
It's-
perfect.
It's not even farmland, it's just field. She's like, well, go there, I was raised there. It's fine. It's Zelda's Lullaby, you just play that song sometimes.
Why is there just a huge open space with no utilization at all whatsoever?
I mean, there's stuff
Because they had to
scattered
show
around
off how
it.
awesome the N64
but-
was.
Yeah, it was also 1998 and nothing else had really done this yet.
I'm not really even talking about a game design perspective. I'm just talking what's the rationale in terms of these people. Like,
Oh, you mean
let's make
in-game?
yeah, let's
know.
make a fucking castle, and then let's
make a
have
castle
the first
town.
settlement
Then
like
let's make another
20,000
town
miles away.
That'll be down the mountain from the Goron city. And then down the river will be another town where the fish people live. And then next to that river will be another town where the tree people live. And then there'll be a lake where only like 2 people live there. It's fine. And
Okay.
then next to the lake, on the other side, is going to be where all the thieves live. And then in the middle of all this, there's just going to be a farm. And there's like 2 people living there. It's probably a good way to set up the country.
Okay,
Um,
but Ryan, I know that you were complaining about there just being a big empty field. Breath of the Wild is a game comprised of basically giant empty fields.
Okay, alright, but it didn't used to be like that. The realm was destroyed by Ganon. Ganon's...
Okay, but they have civilizations.
Are they in 4 spots on the map and only those 4 spots?
Yes. Well, no, actually, there's small. No, there's small villages here and there.
Yeah, like... And there would be a lot more settlements if they hadn't all gotten destroyed 100 years prior, so...
Okay,
I
100
understand.
years is a long
definitely
time.
enough time to rebuild a village.
Not if there are a bunch of fucking monsters and giant robots with laser eyes.
Okay,
roaming
yes,
around.
giant robots is a little bit daunting, but I think
No, but
still 100 years. That's not like, oh yeah, he destroyed everything like yesterday.
okay, but
No,
Ryan,
that's
the
100
giant
years.
robots are only in the Goron's place, and right in front of fucking Ganon's castle.
No, they're around. They're around.
Regardless, Brian, we're talking about at least 3 generations.
I know it's still kind of a stretch, but I kind of buy it. At least you can turn to that as an explanation. There's no real explanation.
Anyway, tune in next time for mountain climbing.
Oh, we're playing Breath of the Wild. No.